of Christ to play our expected biblical roles towards good governance.
To you, Matthew 20:23, that says that nobody can become anything until God gives him the ability.
The Defense of the Gospel, the official partners of Vision Matthew 2023. It's powerful.
And this cousin was first met with Cyrenius, who was governor of Syria. So number two, we should learn to pray for those in authority. Pray for the governor.
Inspiring.
Begin to decorate their words. Begin to make it sound like all along everybody was wrong until they came.
Inciting. Soul lifting. Bible-focused program you can't afford to miss. The Defense of the Gospel, an interdenominational TV and radio program that features seasoned gospel ministers with the aim of providing answers to current social, political, and spiritual issues and the role of the church. Sponsored by Remedy for Victims of Religious Persecution and Discrimination, RVRP&D. Airing live on AKBC TV and radio and on Star Times channel 113. Time is 2 p.m. every Thursday. Repeat broadcast on Saturdays. But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of the Father. Matthew chapter 20 verses 23. Vision Matthew 2023 is an interdenominational TV and radio program featuring seasoned gospel ministers and Christian leaders within and outside Akwa Ibom with the aim of positioning the body of Christ to play our expected biblical roles towards good governance.
To you, Matthew 20:23, that says that nobody can become anything until God gives him the ability.
The Defense of the Gospel, the official partners of Vision Matthew 2023. It's powerful.
And this cousin was first met with Cyrenius, who was governor of Syria. So number two, we should learn to pray for those in authority. Pray for the governor.
Inspiring.
Begin to decorate their words. Begin to make it sound like all along everybody was wrong until they came.
Inciting. Soul lifting. Bible-focused program you can't afford to miss. The Defense of the Gospel, an interdenominational TV and radio program that features seasoned gospel ministers with the aim of providing answers to current social, political, and spiritual issues and the role of the church. Sponsored by Remedy for Victims of Religious Persecution and Discrimination, RVRP&D. Airing live on AKBC TV and radio and on Star Times channel 113. Time is 2 p.m. every Thursday. Repeat broadcast on Saturdays and on AKBC radio by 4 p.m. and AKBC TV by 5 p.m. Watch live on Facebook at The Defense of the Gospel and on YouTube at G247 TV. Contact information 0816-209-4722, 0808-425-4545. WhatsApp 0913-510-5983. The Defense of the Gospel, the official partners of Vision Matthew 2023. But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of the Father. Matthew chapter 20 verses 23. Vision.
The 8th MI Song Annual Public Lecture is here with the topic, They Desire a Better Country. Hebrews 11 verse 16. Date, Wednesday 26th October 2022. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, Faith Mansion World Center, City of Testimonies, Ikoten Urban, 8 miles, Calabar, Cross River State. Other activities include health, fitness, and charity walk. Monday 24th October 2022. Time, 4:30 p.m. Thanks and Praise Service, Tuesday 25th October 2022. Time, 4:30 p.m. Essay Writing Competition, Wednesday 26th October 2022. Time, 8 a.m. prompt. Guest lecturers, Reverend and Reverend Mrs. Emmanuel and Irene Iju of the Destiny Church International, Tilburg, Netherlands. For more information, please call the numbers +234 814 065 0799 or +234 703 037 3149. Conveners, Dr. and Pastor Mrs. Emma Gospel Song. Be there. The 8th MI Song Annual Public Lecture is here with the topic, They Desire a Better Country. Hebrews 11 verse 16. Date, Wednesday 26th October 2022. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, Faith Mansion World Center, City of Testimonies, Ikoten Urban, 8 miles, Calabar.
We have to advise the government and those in power to make laws so that these people involved, both the thugs and their sponsors, need to be adequately punished so that the level of thuggery and confusion during uproar or violence during political era and campaigns can be minimized. There should be adequate punishment.
So laws should be made from our letters of this.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get to Pastor. Pastor, sir. I just made that statement. I asked that question, and the same question goes down to you. What do you think or make of this statement?
Basically, the truth is, politics in Nigeria has become a season of violence, but we can change it. I happen to know the current CP of the state, the Commissioner of Police in the States, the person of Olatoye Durosimi. He is somebody who I know can handle situations. He's experienced and all of that. But be that as it may, my bone of contention is not the fact that there are no laws. There are laws. But are the laws being fully utilized? No. Our people are afraid. Fear. There's fear all over the states, all over the country when it comes to seasons like this. So how do you eliminate fear? By giving assurances to the people that when they come out to vote the people of their choice, they will not, 1, be turned back, 2, they will not be stopped from voting, and 3, their lives will be saved. If their life are safe, they will come out. If, peradventure, days before election, they begin to hear of wars and rumors of wars, a lot of them will just sit in their houses and not come out. That's the voting party we're talking about.
Yes.
Now, when they don't come out, you discover that from the average data they give to us, they tell us only 20%, only 15%, only 30%. We don't even get up to 50% of voters coming out to vote. But when we get an atmosphere of peace in the states, in the country, people will come out. I know a lot of youths are tired. From my experience of staying in Lagos and now residing in Port Harcourt, this will be my first election here. I've just decided my voting rights to Akwa Ibom. So I'll be voting in Akwa Ibom this time around. But I want to see a difference in the type of election that will be conducted here, especially in Akwa Ibom. There should be a difference. Let's make a change. Let's come out, not just to do the usual, go throw your vote and go back home. Let's do what it takes. The build up, then the voting proper.
Right, let me
want to ask something?
comment.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
It seems that when the federal government or the state government take position, that will enhance the free election. Take position by calling the police, the forcemen to stand by. I believe that would help.
Okay, I think that takes me to my next question. You said that because of these voter apathy and many other influences that come along, that it does not allow for a free and fair election. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
And his lordship said that the law should be made, or should be made to punish the election violators. And of course,
ill or the other one, or causes violence, will have him to answer to. I believe every of these political gladiators in Akwa Ibom, especially, belong to a church.
Yes.
Now, if every of them belong to a church, I am suggesting that the pastors of such people should come around and stand as a guarantor or a surety for such people. Because a man is contesting an election. He tells us what he would do, and he gives us his manifesto and everything. And all of a sudden we begin to discover that people are burning cars, killing people, kidnapping on his behalf. Some he is aware of, some he is not aware of. Now, if he signs it just like what they did in the federal, if we call them around to sign a peace treaty stating that they will not be involved, they will not be part of, they will not induce, they will not sponsor any form of rascality or violence, or even speak negatively about his opponents, then we are home and dry.
that is for the pastors, right? Or for the
gladiators. For the gladiators.
Okay.
To do that. Then the pastors will sign as their witness and guarantors, so that we will hold us responsible for the violence, because we can't shy away from it. Akwa Ibom is a Christian state. We have to stand by those who we call our congregation. Those people who are contesting election, some are pastors, some are leaders in their various churches. Let's call them to order.
You think the pastors are not doing enough?
They haven't even started. We have not started.
Oh, really?
We have not started.
And it's time for the this is time for campaign.
Yes.
Speeches and all of that.
Before even, I expected before now that we would sit down with them. During the 1993 election, Archbishop Benson Idahosa called MKO Abiola to a round table, not just asking him what he would do, but also telling him what he should do for us as Christians. Have we done that? We haven't.
Where should that come from? Is it under CAN or the different blocks or the individual church leaders?
CAN is an umbrella body,
no doubt,
of all
yes.
things. PFN is also an umbrella body of Pentecostal churches.
No doubt.
Now, as much as possible for politics not to be, because by the time you call CAN, you call PFN, a lot of people are left out.
Huh? Blocks, certainly.
Yes.
A whole lot of blocks.
Yes. Yes. So why not call everybody? Especially the pastors of such people who are contesting elections. Some might not belong to those blocks.
No doubt. Who should be the one to convene this meeting? Who should do that? Is it the police? Is it the... Okay, yes, you want to say something? Yes?
Yes, the government of the day.
The government of the day to do it?
Yes, and CAN.
CAN, PFN.
No, CAN. When we talk about CAN, PACPFN, PFN, CCN, CSN, OAIC, and taken Ekwa. There are 5 blocks.
Catholic.
Yes, the CS, Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria. So if we bring these heads, and then the heads will also bring the contestants, politicians that are within their congregation, then we can bring all of them to a round table. Of course, the security men, the police has to be there, and let them give a vow, promise that they are going to conduct selection and go about the campaign in a peaceful atmosphere. If that is done, I think it will really curb.
So are you suggesting that should be done? The officials, those that are responsible, should listen to you and go about this? Is that what they're saying?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. It will really actually help. Because they go to churches for prayers. And then the pastor should be able to say, I'm praying for you to succeed. At the same time, I'm praying that this country, this community must be at peace. Promise that you maintain peace and order in the land, so that as you succeed, you'll be able to live and do our businesses.
You want to say something? Okay. Now, the next question I will find out is that apart from identifying these problems as we have done and trying to find solutions, and I love that solution that came out now, one of the reasons most people become agitated during periods like this, political season, is the fact that this is characterized by poor political will and, of course, the inability of some of the leaders in the previous administration to have performed enough to bring about good dividends of democracy. And that's set aside leadership problem, right? Do you agree with this?
Yes, I do. Leadership is by example. If you are not showing good example, you are not doing anything. If I tell you not to drink water and I am drinking water, am I telling you the truth? No, I'm not. So our leaders, the current leaders now, those who are in authority now, should create or set up or do things that will help the incoming administration to work right. It's not a matter of enacting laws. We have enough laws. I repeat it again. We have more than enough laws to go around and help us. We don't need new laws. We just need those laws to be empowered, to come alive. There are laws that we don't know they exist. Voters and people of Akwa Ibom, of Nigeria, are not versed in these things. Are the current people telling them that this is what you need to do? You have started a road project. You hope that the next person who is coming after you will complete it. Is there funds in your coffers to complete the road? Do you hand over the road and the project that you have started to the next person, or does it become an abandoned project after you've left? We don't, and nobody holds anybody responsible. I read somewhere of, if I could go into it, of the printing press that is not working currently. The previous administration started it, bought in equipment, and up till now they are not working. It's not functioning.
And the present administration is not inquiring into what final advice.
Maybe they have, but it's not working. That's the bottom line.
And perhaps it's going to pass on to the next administration.
To the next administration.
Now, let me ask you, there's a question to that. I think this one is an SMS that came in here. It's a follow-up question to what we just talked about. Now, he said, this time around, the person said, my name is Eki Kele Uford, and calling and sending it message from you. Okay? The question is, it is not about leadership problem or party, but this time around, we are not voting party, we are voting the people that can deliver. Yes. Yeah, it's a young man now. Taking care of what from you. Yes.
Yes. If we continue to vote for a party, we'll continue to fail. But let us vote our conscience. A particular person that we know that can perform well, not the party.
So the issue of leadership still stands. So we need to have good leaders.
Good leaders.
Okay, that can deliver and set the right, dividends. Not just the party.
Not just the party.
All right. It's not should be.
Yes,
You stand by that as well.
Party has structure. And the structure of the party, there are people that are sponsoring those structures. And they see it as business.
Yes.
Yes.
That is give and take with profit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Give and take with profit.
Let's get to know. How do you mean?
Okay, for instance, if I'm asked to come and pay some millions of naira to buy form, I may not have the money. Somebody may sponsor, give me some money to buy the form. The fellow that is sponsoring that, giving me that money, is investing, and have to give me a promise that I'm going to the office. I definitely will do this and do that, and my priority is to satisfy him before even the masses. So such, if it can be minimized, but I have opinion to give that if Nigeria can run a two-party system and sponsor these parties, because you can escape when somebody must have invested so much, and then you expect him to come and concentrate in the development and the economic needs of the people without recovering his money. So I really want to suggest a two-party system fully sponsored by the government, so that by so doing, you are going there to prove your experience, your wealth of knowledge, and not to amass wealth, to showcase your integrity, because you have nothing to lose if you are not voted for. But if you have spent so much, you will fight for it. You will engage other people in talks, so that they will make sure you get there, because you have spent so much. So if we can reduce that on the government side, I think we have a free and fair election.
Talking about this political structure, I have a question on political structure. I said you wanted to say something.
Well, basically, the truth of the matter is, yes, the parties have a structure, and those structures are supposed to help their candidates succeed. But it's not. The reverse is the case. So, if the structure of the party that is supposed to help their person in government to succeed is going the wrong way, what do you do? I've seen politicians all over the country who go against their party and the structure that puts them in office. Now, if you are voting individuals in Nigerian laws of political system, you don't have individuals, you have parties, and you don't vote for individuals, you vote for party. Somebody suggested at one point that they should put the pictures of the candidates on the ballot papers, so that people will know who they are voting for. But that I know that won't happen. That number two is that the people who made these laws have not changed it. So we are left with what we have. And what do we have? That people will get into office, and the people who are in the party will give them reasons to bring things their way, change things, bills that are not supposed to come up. You hear of a water bill, that every water everywhere belongs to the federal government. Water that I dug, a well I dug, belongs to the federal government. Generator, I have to pay a money for power that I provide for myself, that I bought fuel to provide power for myself. I have to register a security man that I am paying with the Nigerian police. I mean, these are laws that we send people to help us. But it is like every law that comes out of the National Assemblies, the state assemblies, are not people friendly. they are not helping us. So our leaders, we need to be able to hold our leaders accountable for the things they do while they are in office. A lot of times they get away with it. After leaving government, nothing happens to them. They do laws, they do things, they dole out money. They give out money without recourse to the assembly. Is it the right of the person in power, maybe a president or a governor, to give out money without recourse to the state assembly? Is it legal?
Well, you can't ask me that.
I know I'm asking you.
My duty is to ask questions.
I'm seeing a lot of that in the politics. You know, governors, senators. I'm not talking of their own funds. I'm talking of state funds. I'm talking of federal funds.
Okay, we need to go on a break right now. I just got a signal that we need to go on break. But when I come back, we're going to talk on that because there are other things I need to add apart from the political structures. What about things like self-aggrandizement, self-gains, nepotism, corruption, and all of that? Are they also part of the basis for the uproar that we're having in seasons like this? I think that when we come back, we'll find the solution to all of that. If you just join us, it's still the defense of the gospel. And of course, today it's getting heater, and it's a part 2 of the topic that we are treated last time, how to avoid uproar during political season. And of course, our gentlemen are still here in the studios. We'll come back more on this, and of course our phone lines will also be open. You can also join us and be a part of it. So stay with us, we'll be right back.
The 8th MI Song Annual Public Lecture is here with the topic, They Desire a Better Country. Hebrews 11 verse 16. Date, Wednesday 26th October 2022, time 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, Faith Mansion Wealth Center, City of Testimonies, Ikote Narban, 8 miles, Calabar, Cross River State. Other activities include health, fitness, and charity walk. Monday 24th October 2022, time 4:30 p.m. Thanks and Praise Service, Tuesday 25th October 2022, time 4:30 p.m. Essay Writing Competition, Wednesday 26th October 2022, time 8 a.m. prompt. Guest lecturers, Reverend and Reverend Mrs. Emmanuel and Irene Iju of the Destiny Church International, Tilburg, Netherlands. For more information, please call the numbers +234 814 065 0799 or +234 703 037 3149. Conveners, Dr. and Pastor Mrs. Emma Gospel Song. Be there.
But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of the Father. Matthew chapter 20 verses 23. Vision Matthew 2023 is an interdenominational TV and radio program featuring seasoned gospel ministers and Christian leaders within and outside Akwa Ibom with the aim of positioning the body of Christ to play our expected biblical roles towards good governance.
To you Matthew 2023 that says that nobody can become anything until God gives him the ability.
The Defense of the Gospel, the official partners of Vision Matthew 2023. It's powerful.
And this tithing was first made with Cyrenius, who was governor of Syria. So number 2, we should learn to pray for those in authority, pray for the governor.
Inspiring.
Begin to decorate their words. Begin to make it sound like all along everybody was wrong until they came.
Inciting. Soul lifting. Bible focused program you can't afford to miss. The Defense of the Gospel, an interdenominational TV and radio program that features seasoned gospel ministers with the aim of providing answers to current social, political, and spiritual issues and the role of the church. Sponsored by Remedy for Victims of Religious Persecution and Discrimination, RVRP&D. Airing live on AKBC TV and radio and on Star Times channel 113. Time is 2 p.m. every Thursday. Repeat broadcast on Saturdays and on AKBC radio by 4 p.m. and AKBC TV by 5 p.m. Watch live on Facebook at The Defense of the Gospel and on YouTube at G247 TV. Contact information 0816 209 4722 0808 425 4545. WhatsApp 0913 510 5983. The Defense of the Gospel, the official partners of Vision Matthew 2023. But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of the Father. Matthew chapter 20 verses 23. Vision Matthew 2023 is an interdenominational.
Still here, it's still the defense of the gospel, because the topic is still where it was. How much avoid opera during political season? And I still have a gentleman on 6. So this is called Bishop Nicholas. I also have his ways Archbishop Paul, of course, Pastor Gospel. It's a very heated moment, no doubt about that. And just before the break, yes, Pastor, let me come back to you. You were about answering this question. How can human force, the likes of political self-aggrandizement, corruption, nepotism, corruption, greed, and even political structures, like I said, they're the basis of the law. And what are these things that we can fight against to avoid this?
Basically, the truth of the matter is every person who is in office must be disciplined. Disciplined in the sense that if a person does not know where he's going, he cannot carry people along with him. The blind cannot lead the blind. And
there's this slogan now, follow who know the road.
Follow who know the road. Now, we vote for somebody to go to the assembly, legislator, to go to the assembly, and we now throng him with all kinds of needs, and we expect him to meet those needs. And if he does not meet those needs, he is not a good representation of the people and where he's coming from. Now, a governor goes into office, he's invited to this place, to that place, to this event, to that event, and they expect him to dole out government funds that is supposed to be used for the generality of the people of a state or of a country. Now, when we put that kind of pressure on our elected officials, we are doing a wrong thing, both as the clergy, the church, the people. When we put pressure on politicians to come and give or induce or help with projects, when we actually know their salaries, official salaries.
Do we know?
Well, I've seen figures being bandied everywhere.
That's a topic for another day.
Yes.
Because if we begin to talk about that, we'll not finish.
Well,
might have up to part 3.
Well, the official figures are that they are not as rosy as we want to make them look like.
Pastor, you think so?
Well, I hear they have constituency projects that they give them monies to bring back for those who are in the legislature. But that's neither here nor there. How many of these people have affected their people, as in the needs of their people? It's not giving out one bicycle or giving out one motorcycle or giving out one car to one loyalist or supporter. It's a matter of, there is no road in my place. Please, can we pass a law or raise a motion in the floor of the assembly to enact one thing that would make us have a road? There's no school in my place. Can we get a school? Or else people will continue to fight.
I also want to add that the popularity of the candidate is very important. Because when a candidate is not popular, they will devise means. For instance, you get to know that Mr. A is very popular because of his past antecedents.
Yes.
And now this other person that may have the power, perhaps have money power, will look for a way to ensure that talks of violence are created so that they will deny him, or the wise people that are supposed to go, peace-loving people that are supposed to be there, will withdraw, and then the few that will go will just foot whoever they want to. So a popular candidate must be identified and security must be put in place. Let me also add that a lot of political benefit need to be reduced. And immunity also need to be reduced. Yes, immunity to political office holders, because when there's so much immunity, they know that they can get free, get away with whatever they have done, and they won't come for accountability. And the masses cannot be able to ask them, come, tell me what you have done here and there. So with that, if we reduce benefits and immunity, then they will know that they are not too different from an ordinary citizen.
Is Grace, want to say something to that? Let me ask you the question. The next question will be, you said something about free and fair election, and that is what we should have in Nigeria, and then even in Akwa Ibom, as the case may be. I'd like to find out, do you think we can have a free and fair election in this season, in this period, this particular election we're about to enter into 2023? And if that is possible, can that be without any political violence?
Yes, it can be without any political violence. First and foremost, the politicians, the people in power, must train their people, the people that back them up. They must train them. But the problem that we have, that everybody that goes in there or join them, they need their money. They need their money. And people will form a lot of groups to look for money. When will that man have money for a project or do any other thing when we have eaten the money at the surface?
I want to know.
Before you add, let me find out something from him. I don't want it to run away. Your Lordship, I mean, you said something about form groups, you need money to fund the groups and all of that. And this morning, I heard in the national TV that all political parties always hire groups, hire people to make up their political scenes. Now, where do they get the money to do all of this?
Let me say this, that many of them will borrow money from the bank, or people will support them, that when you win the election, you bring it back, you pay it back. And they will struggle in all ways to make sure that they win the election. And that will bring them back. That will make the election is not free and fair, because he will use every means to make sure that we win the election.
Some of the money must have been some constituency money that was not actually done. So they must have saved, knowing that they are coming back to contest, and they deny the people the benefits, so that during election, knowing that the people will demand for them to be voted for. So we can have free and fair election if the citizens, in fact, it's a journey that we have to begin. We'll get there somewhere, someday, but we must begin now. One of the things that I know can help us to have free and fair election is to bring this equality. We take into consideration different tribes, different political zones, different religious organizations. We try to balance it up so that when that we'll be trying to choose the best from South. It will not be the entire political zone affair. It will be a affair of the South. And the leaders, the elite of the South can now sit down and say, let's look at it. You have known you. We have seen what you have done before. Now, I think let's allow this. Okay, somebody from there had been there. So can we test allow this fellow, since we are still one zone, we're still one country. If that is done, there will be free and fair election. Otherwise, the other tribe, the other group
or turn by turn as they call it, is it democratic?
That's the thing.
It's not.
It is my turn. I helped you to get where you are.
But is
this
it
time around? It's my turn.
Now a good football coach will know that you don't have to pick your first 11 from different places to get it. You can get all your first 11 from Padeli. So the truth with I agree, yes, if the party comes together and says, okay, let's do it rotationally, fine. That's a party thing. Even God does not allow that. If he has picked the Jew, why hasn't he picked another tribe since then? He made provision for it. So for excellency's sake, for the fact that we need to get things right, pick the best hands, not the hands that are just because they are from one local government who does not have a quota in the regime. We pick somebody who cannot perform. No, pick the best hands.
I want to define it.
Yes,
I want to define it.
That's why we're here. Right.
Yeah, because God has evenly distributed talent. There's no one tribe that he says, okay, this is the best tribe, they are the best, and I put all my wisdom in them. No, it's just that some tribes may not be able to discover some talent, and there should be talent hunt. Because by the time you look inward and you try to give someone an opportunity to express, you may have ability, but no opportunity. So we have a lot of people in different locations that have ability, but without opportunity. So, and when you assume that they don't have the ability, you may be wrong, except you have tested.
A whole lot to talk about that. So many questions to find out from them. But then let's take a break and go for the, our audience, those that are watching us right now, and those that are listening to us as well through the radio. So it's about time we let you have the microphone and also talk to us. The numbers to call, Director, please, if you can, just display that on the screen. Those of you that are listening to us through the radio, the numbers to call are 0913 510 5983. Check that again. 0913 510 5983. That's the first line. The second line is 0703 046 0588. Again, 0703 046 0588. And those are the lines that will let you into the program right now, and then you have the microphone to yourself and speak. And if there's anything you want to ask concerning the topic we are dealing with right now, or any other topic that stops you as the case may be, please go ahead and feel free to do that. But please, we will beg you, let's be decourteous, be orderly, be responsible, and do that as a great citizen of this nation and of course state. Our first caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon, welcome to the program. Okay, that is gone. Well, the numbers are still very free and open. 0913 510 5983 and 0703 046 0588. Call us right now. When you call us, tell us your name, where you are calling us from, and of course, be nice, be responsible, be us with your question. All right, let's see who's here. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Do us a favor, please turn down the volume of your TV or radio set, whichever device you're listening to us from. And you turn it down, we can't hear you properly. Turn it down, the volume, turn it down. Yes, please. It's very necessary. Just turn down the volume. Once your phone starts ringing, turn down the volume. And when we pick, we'll be able to hear what you're saying. And your call can also hear us. Hello, good afternoon. Nice to have you. Your name and location, sir. Wow, thanks for calling. Go ahead.